Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker with Affordable Homes and Apartments. And today I'd like to talk to you about a book I've worked on and completed. It's entitled Auctions, Sealed Bids, Sheriff Sales, Tax Sales, Government Bank, Mortgage Foreclosures, and more. Again, that title is Auctions, Sealed Bids, Sheriff Sales, Tax Sales, Government Bank, Mortgage, Foreclosures, and more. Now this book basically is comprised of where to find foreclosures. It's for the do-it-yourself investor. Now, are you looking to build a portfolio of investment property here in the Western New York area, or in any area for that matter? Okay. If so, Affordable Homes and Apartments can help. This book will provide you with an array of information so that you can locate foreclosures on your own. Okay, you need help in the Western New York area. If you need help, just give Sylvia Black a call at 716-313-5756. That's 716-313-5756. That's Affordable Homes and Apartments at 716-313-5756. Now, if you need help in anywhere, actually, you can give Affordable Homes and Apartments a call. We provide counseling as well as sales and rentals. So we can advise you, on your purchase or your rental. We cannot provide legal advice, however. But we can advise you in the real estate market. Okay, now if you are... Okay, this book is comprised of government, bank, tax, mortgage, foreclosures, sales, sheriff sales, seals bids, tax sales, and more, which includes websites, phone numbers, addresses, emails for you to contact them directly. Now, some of the properties that you'll locate once you log on to the website, you'll find that you do need a broker to help place the offer. And in some cases, you'll find that you do not need a broker to place the offer. Okay, in some cases, you can place it on your own. Okay, you just have to know where to go and how to do it. Okay, now there's different types, and I explained to you in here the different types of auctions. There are different types of sales, sheriff sales. Okay, and you have to be prepared for each one. Okay, you have to have a minimum down payment with you so that, if you want the property, you have to have some cash. So that when you're the highest bidder, then you just go ahead on and get the money over to them, and that property is now under contract. Affordable Homes and Apartments has also a weekly publication entitled Foreclosures Weekly. This is a publication that's updated weekly every Friday and emailed to you with your paid annual subscription. The subscription form is in the back of this book. Now bring your expertise to club meetings and watch your endeavor flourish. That's why money is called currency, because it's meant to flow. Okay? Live or virtual. Okay? We have a real estate club also that we're forming. Okay? If you're interested in joining the real estate club, you'll get the Foreclosures publication absolutely free. And you'll be able to mingle with other real estate entrepreneurs like yourself. Now, real estate is a popular investment, whichever way you overall Whichever way the overall market turns, the real estate investment market continues to initiate innovative and attractive investment strategies for you. Some sales do not require an agent, like I said before. You can bid on some properties directly with the help of no middleman. For other sales, you will need a real estate agent to place your offer, but not until after you have done your research first. You have to make sure that the real estate agent that you do decide to hire, if it's not affordable homes and apartments, knows how to place an offer for these properties. Because a lot of these are not conventional sales. They're legal, but they're not conventional. They're not as your ordinary, because they're conducted by various organizations, and different organizations have different ways of conducting their sales. You see, so you have to do your homework and find out how the sales are conducted, and then you'll know whether, what kind of broker you'll need, whether you need a commercial broker or whether you need just a residential broker. Now, this book gives you comprehensive information allowing you to be one of the first investors to know what is available for sale so you can get your bid in before others do, securing the property at a price you want to pay. Okay, you be the first one there. Okay, that's why you have to know that your broker's on top. Your agent, your lawyer, whoever you decide to hire, they're on top. I call them the home buying team. Even though you're not necessarily a first-time home buyer, you could be a first-time investor. And you're employing a home buying team. First you start with the broker, and then you work your way to a lawyer and to other home buying team members. Okay? Now you want to know that the real estate purchase is a good investment. Affordable Homes and Apartments, we provide workshops, seminars, lectures, and so much more. You can contact us again at 716-313-5756. Now, Affordable Homes and Apartments has been in business for over 25 years. We started out in New York City, then branched into New Jersey, and now we're in New York, West New York, building portfolios of investment property in this area and helping investors like yourself, as well as homeowners and home buyers, locate property that is below market value and expand your portfolio. That includes commercial as well as residential. And the commercial property we mostly deal with is multi-unit residentials, like 5 or more. Like you might have 200 apartments. That's the kind of commercial property we deal in. Not necessarily, office buildings and stuff. But we also deal with residential properties, single-family houses, 1 to 4 family houses, and multi-family apartments, townhouses, you name it. We deal with it. We sell it. Okay. We also include grant and loan opportunities for you, the investor, right here in this book. Okay, now I talk about succeeding in property management. How Affordable Homes has succeeded in property management over the years, and how you too can succeed in property management. There are a lot of things that simply are overlooked when you're managing property. Okay, and a lot of people don't know necessarily. You get a property. I had one guy that wanted to sell the property, and he wanted to continue to manage it. Oh, I thought to myself, if you want to continue to manage it, then you continue to own it. I told him, I said, if we buy it or if I sell it, the person who buys it is because they got their own management team. And I just felt that was an underhanded deal, so I passed on that. But I got a good deal one time where I purchased a house that was originally worth a little over $100,000, and I got it for $10,000. See, now those are the kind of deals that I like, and that comes with doing your research. And then he went and sold it and got a bigger profit than I did. You fix it up a little bit, and then you fix it up, now it's livable. Or, I learn things every day, and then you learn things every day. So what I learn from you, you learn from me, or we learn from others. Okay, but I mostly, employ the people who are directly related, involved. Not some outsider, you see. And I explain a lot of this in the book. You may not understand a lot of what I'm talking about, and you may. As an investor or as a potential investor, you may have been investing in a while. And then here you are, ready to... I mean, there are other ways. You don't always have to purchase it at these kind of sales, auctions, sealed bids, and what have you. There are ways you can purchase it direct, okay, and still get it at below market value. And I talk about that. Okay, I've learned a lot, in the 25 years that I've been a licensed real estate broker. And it's an exciting field. There's many facets of real estate that you can get involved in. And I didn't even realize that you could have a college degree in real estate. And then you could even expand yourself even further. There's several facets of real estate that you can involve yourself in. And some of them don't even require a license. Some of them require a license and don't require selling and buying. And you still make money, make decent money, make better money. So there are other areas of real estate you can get involved in. Just like there's lots of properties and there's reasons for why people sell and what people are looking for. I learned to do my own inspection, but if I want an inspection that's going to count in terms of the mortgage, the mortgage company is going to say, okay, this is a legitimate inspection, then I get the inspector to do it. But if I look at it first and I say it ain't worth it, or if I get the city involved and they say it's not worth it, I don't know if you're going to pay an inspector. But if I look at it and I say, yeah, this looks pretty good, and the city says, okay, they give me what needs to be done and it doesn't look like it's too much money to spend, then I go ahead and hire an inspector. Because if I'm getting a mortgage, licensed people are the ones that are respected in the home buying and investment buying field. Okay, now you can get the foreclosures listing. You can join our real estate club, and both of those forms are in the back of the book. Okay, it's a weekly subscription, the Foreclosures Weekly, and it's by county. We group count certain counties together in certain areas, and then we send it to you. Okay, you may not deal with all those counties, but we group them together because then it would be too many of them, too many foreclosure publications out there. Okay, we sell you the property or we rent you the property. Okay, and then it's yours. It belongs to you. Okay, you have to know what you're doing. You don't want to get a what they call it on Let's Make a Deal, a zonk. Or no, what's that other one where I forgot what it is, but you hit and it wipes the money away and it plays a tune and dances across the screen. Okay, now, in recent years, real estate values nationwide has significantly changed. Some real estate investments have shown above average or even higher rates of return. This could mean that you, the investor, can use borrowed money to finance or refinance real estate purchases and feel relatively sure that your asset, if held long enough, will receive the high rate of return for you. Okay, the plan is to bring in a return more money from profit than the cost of the purchase, and the rehab if you decide to purchase and rehab it. And if you decide to sell you capitalize on a huge profit over and above what you have made from the rental. If you decide to rent it out, see, there's a lot of ways you can go. Like I do, I buy it and flip it. Okay, or I buy it at below market value and then I flip it for what I would have bought it had I bought it at market value. And then they either fix it up or they flip it and they sell it for a higher price. Okay, so everybody's flipping. But then there's one kind of deal that I didn't like, and that's when they wholesale it. That's what they call it. I had one lady call me up and she wanted to inspect the property. I said, sure. So she inspected it and whatnot. That buyer didn't want it. And then she called me back again and she wanted to inspect it again. I said, well, how many times are you going to inspect it, ma'am? And she's like, well, I have several buyers. I said, you said you have one buyer. I'm not going to let you keep on inspecting it. Okay, you inspected it once. If the buyer don't want it, then that's it. But what they do is they wholesale it. They don't actually have the money to buy it. So what they do is now they get a third party. So it's me, the owner. Okay, it's the broker or maybe not even the broker's involved in that one, but then you have the wholesaler, and then he now gets somebody else. So you have 3 to 4 people involved in this one transaction, and it's the money supposed to dwindle down. So say, for example, the price is worth $50,000. I'm selling it for $50,000. Now you got the wholesaler coming in. He wants to make money. He doesn't have to have a license, I don't believe. So let's say he sells it for now $80,000. So if he sells it for $80,000, that means if 50 and 80, he makes $30,000 profit. Okay, so now I buy it. I sell it to a wholesaler for $30,000. He makes $30,000 profit, and then he sells it to the actual ultimate investor. I don't like that kind of deal. Okay, because I figure like this here: you buy it, and then you do what you want with it. Don't involve me in your wholesale, because I'm not going to agree to that. For some reason, I just don't think that that's the kind of sale that I want to get involved in. Anything can go wrong. Anything that will go wrong, can go wrong, will go wrong, and that kind of a deal. You know, and I understand they're trying to make their own money, you know what I mean? But my feeling is, hey, you get yourself a license like everybody else. You go through all the hell and high water that everybody else got to go through to get a license. Here you come trying to get some money, get more money than a real estate broker by trying to wholesale the property. And then involve the buyer, the seller, with so many showings. I could do that myself, and then I could just make what I want. If I could do that, I could just raise the price another $10,000 or $12,000 if I want to do that. See, the object for me is to sell it at the lowest possible price and make the highest return. That's my goal. Okay, I sell it at 50. If I see the property, you know, like the one I saw was. I bought it for 10, and it was really 100, a little over 100 actually, and they refused to go down on the taxes because they were still assessing the property at the original price. So then I sold it for a little bit more, and praise God, I sold it. And I made me a nice little chunk of change, and then I went and the new owner, he went and sold it because I looked on the market and I saw it was for sale again. So he wasn't actually looking to buy it to move into it. He was looking to buy it to sell it, to flip it. Okay, but now he had to deal with a higher price. Okay, he went in there and he did a little bit of work to it, and then now the house is, it looks prettier, although it didn't look bad before. It was a nice house, very nice house. And when I looked at it, I knew that it would be worth every penny. Okay, so I did my own inspection, and since there was no mortgage, I didn't need to get I didn't need to pay to have a title search. I didn't have to pay to have an inspection. The homeowner who buys it, who gets the mortgage, that's the one that needs to do that. Okay? Now, real estate offers investments greater control over their investments than other options such as stocks, bonds, and other securities. Real estate investors also receive certain tax benefits. Affordable Homes and Apartments offers you our property management services at market rates to you. You work hard for your money, and you're not going to part with it very easy, and neither am I. More and more people are investing in real estate today, and I have managed and sold properties to investors who live in other areas, other time zones, okay, other than the Western New York area, and never ever have stepped foot in the Western New York region. Okay, but has viewed the property from where they are due to the market technology, and is able to keep an eye on their property through digital technology, even before they purchase the property or getting exactly what they want and they need from their investments. They know the kind of property they want. They've seen it online, they've seen it on the website and whatnot, and here I come offering them an opportunity to be their eyes and their ears. Now, with digital technology the way it is, honey, you can show a property from miles away. They have property, those things that go up in the sky like little bitty airplanes. You can show a property from an aerial view. You can take pictures from all sides of the house, and you can do it live. I mean, I could have you you would be on one phone, I could be on another phone, and I could be walking through the house showing it to you, and you'd be all the way in Kalamazoo, Michigan somewhere, and I'd be here in Western New York. You'd be 1,000 miles away, and I could be showing you the house. Okay? And it's just, technology is a wonderful thing. That's why you have to stay in tune with technology these days, because technology is an ever-changing facet, and then if you take advantage of it, if you do it the right way, and a lot of times you don't have to spend a whole lot of money doing it. A simple phone. You could just have a simple phone, and a phone can be your key, and a computer and or a what do you call that? A tablet. The tablet is bigger than a phone. The tablet could have more viewage, and then when you show it, you're showing it, you're recording it, and you have a whole lot more leverage. If you want to get into the higher price things, like you said, you get your little airplane that goes up, above the aerial, so that you can see the top. That's for those mansion properties, though, or even for those, like say for the, multifamily residential units, where you got like 100 of them or 200 of them, and then you want to take a view of the from the sky, so that they can see what it looks like from that distance. Because a lot of times you can't tell what it looks like. It's so intricate. A lot of little, loopholes and stuff. They may have a swimming pool. They may have a lounge area. They may have a golf course. They may have a lot of things on the outside of the property that are amenities to the tenants. And so when you take your little aerial view, you take your little picture above, okay, and then you're looking at it from that view. You're seeing where it is, and you're making your circumference, your dimensions. You're really doing your thing. And I've been in real estate long enough to know that, what I know. You know what I mean? I get some experts that can help me. I get some advice. But I know real estate well enough that I know how to determine whether it's going to be the right thing or not. Now, houses are 5 times more expensive in California, for example. 5 houses out there would pay your mortgage and allow you to take care of your family in comfort. Your job will be spending money, and that's how good we are at what we do. You see, here in California, for me, real estate investment provides a firm foundation under my feet. People are always going to need a place to stay, and for that reason, earnings from real estate investments provides a secure financial future for everyone. Okay, it's just a matter of what the price is, how much it costs, how accessible it is to you, whether you can get there or not, how soon can you get there, what are the qualifying criteria, and a lot of little intricate details that you need to know. How lenient is the management, okay, and an array of things. So this book here basically talks about, it gives you some educational points, and it talks about a lot of the sales that go on. Some sales that I've taken advantage of. I've sold houses through a lot of the sales. I've sold a house on the phone. Yeah, I'm on the phone. I got the guy on the phone. He's all the way in Kuwait somewhere. He's coming to the States. He wanted my house. Here I am, a real estate broker. I advertise it. He called me up. He want to buy it. I'm at the auction. Okay? I'm at the auction bidding on the property for him. Here he is on the phone, and they're telling me what the price is, and I'm like, and he hears it, and I tell him what the price is, okay, and whatnot, and he says, sold. I said, do you want it? He says, yes, sold. Sold. We want the property. So I gave him his name and everything, and he was dealing with his own real estate broker, believe it or not. I was a selling broker, and he was a listing broker. And here I am doing the work. So I charged him an extra commission over and above, because I was doing a special task for him. And then I made my regular commission through what the listing broker was charging, what the listing broker was sharing, and then I added on my own commission. So it was like a dual kind of an agent thing, which is wonderful when you know. When you know your real estate, honey, you know that there's extra money to be made. I know that I could legitimately charge him a little extra money, and I can make my little cash, because that's what I figured. It wasn't a lot, and he wanted the property, and he didn't figure it was a lot. And when he came in, he had him a house. He moved into his brand new house. And that was a wonderful thing. I didn't realize that was a whole other avenue right there that I had opened up. And so when you're dealing in real estate, so get a copy of this book. This book is available on the websites listed at the bottom of your screen. It's like I said, this is for your do-it-yourself investor who would, you start out doing it on your own. Call the real estate broker, pick his or her brain, find out what it is that you need to know, and then go ahead, go forward. Get yourself a book, get yourself get the book. It'll be very informative. It'll probably be one of the best investments that you can get. And you might want to be interested in one of my other books, but if you're strictly interested in investment, this would be the book for you. If you're interested in homeowner, then you can look into my other books, Barnes & Nobles, as well as KDP Amazon. And then you can purchase a house. You can go around and bid on properties, or you can let the real estate broker do the job for you. That's what we're here for. That's our job. You say, I want to buy a house. This is what you want to buy. I'll send you a list of properties. You call me up, tell me which property you want. I get you the property. I either show it to you in person or I show it to you digitally. And then you look at it. I give you the dimensions. I give you all the schematics and everything, all the details, every little detail you get. Okay? And then you get, of course, the guarantee that it's what it says it is. And then I get your information. I get my deposit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not working for free, and you might say, no, I don't want it after I did all that work. So I'm going to ask you for a deposit, okay, or something that's going to go towards the sale price, and there'll be rules and regulations and contingencies on that, But you have to believe in what you're doing, and you have to know who you're dealing with. So basically, that's pretty much it in a nutshell for the first part of this. I'll talk about this book a little bit more. But it's called Auctions, Seal Bids, Sheriff Sales, Tax Sales, Government Bank Mortgage, Foreclosures, and more. And I have an array of real estate websites. Over 1,000 websites in there that you could just go to. Okay, so I just want to holler at a sister, and we're going to talk about some more interesting topics next time. Classy, peace out.